The Painted Jungle, the workshop of what we see. This is a story about three monkeyteers who enter a jungle where every path seems to change according to what they expect to find. Their 12th miracle-minded adventure begins when they discover that the world they complain about may reflect the thoughts they brought with them. The three monkeyteers entered a jungle bursting with color. Birds flashed through the trees, flowers leaned over the trail, and a waterfall sparkled in the distance. Spider Monkey frowned. This jungle is confusing. Squirrel Monkey checked his map. This path wasn't here yesterday. Howler Monkey pushed aside a vine. And that branch just hit me. Spider pointed at the jungle. This place makes me crazy. A sign stood beside the trail. Welcome to the Painted Jungle. What you bring may appear before you. Howler laughed. I brought excellent leadership, Squirrel said. I brought sandwiches. They followed the path. Soon Spider worried they were lost. At once the trail split into 5. Oh, wonderful. Squirrel worried they might run out of food. Signs seemed to appear everywhere. No bananas ahead. Last snack stop. Supplies limited. Squirrel clutched his pack. I knew it. Howler decided the jungle was disrespectful. A parrot overhead squawked. Wrong way. Howler glared upward. Who asked you? Wrong way. Insulting bird. Spider thought, we'll never find the exit. A wall of vines appeared. Squirrel thought, something will go wrong. Thunder rumbled. Howler thought, nobody listens to me. 3 toucans turned their backs. Howler gasped, this jungle is doing this on purpose. Spider kicked a pebble. The jungle makes me nervous. Squirrel nodded. The jungle makes me scarce. Howler groaned. The jungle makes me unappreciated. The leather pouch beneath Squirrel's cape bounced against his side. Pouch time, Howler sighed. I already know what it will say. Squirrel pulled out a folded slip. Spider opened it. The paper read, Perhaps the world you see is showing you the thoughts you have brought to it. Spider looked at the 5 paths. You mean the jungle isn't manufacturing my confusion? Squirrel looked at the scarcity signs. And maybe I was thinking lack before I saw proof of lack. Howler glanced at the toucans. And perhaps I decided I was ignored before anyone ignored me. 1 toucan turned around. Nice hat. Howler blinked. Thank you. So when I say, this jungle makes me crazy, maybe I'm bringing crazy thinking to the jungle. Squirrel nodded. That is annoyingly possible. They decided to experiment. Spider closed his eyes. What if I don't need to know every turn before I take the next one? When he opened them, only 1 trail showed fresh footprints. Squirrel looked at the warning signs. What if having enough isn't decided by signs? He opened his pack. 3 sandwiches, 6 bananas, nuts, and a mango. Howler stared. You were preparing for a siege. I may have overpacked. Howler looked at the parrots. What if I don't need everyone to agree with me? The parrot squawked. Wrong way. Howler smiled. Could be. The parrot tilted its head. Right way? Howler laughed. They followed the footprints, and the jungle seemed to soften. The wall of vines had an opening. The thunder became a brief rain shower. The toucans flew alongside them. Spider stopped. Did we change the jungle? Squirrel thought. Maybe not. Howler nodded. We changed what we were asking it to prove. They reached a clearing with a strange little workshop. Inside were jars of colored paint labeled fear, grievance, scarcity, trust, curiosity, peace. A brush rested beside them. Spider picked it up. So Monkey Mind paints fear on everything and then says, look, a frightening world. A Squirrel held up the jar marked scarcity. And paints lack everywhere, then worries that lack is everywhere. Howler lifted peace. Miracle Mind might stop blaming the canvas. At the back stood a clear window. Through it, the jungle looked green and alive, neither for them nor against them. Squirrel returned the slip to the pouch. Spider smiled. The world I see may not be separate from how I'm thinking. Howler nodded. And when I dislike the picture, perhaps I should check the paint before attacking the canvas. A parrot landed above them. Wrong way? Howler grinned. Maybe, but we're learning. The 3 monkeyteers tossed their feathered hats into the air and cheered together. One for all and all for one. And then they shouted, Love all for all is love.